to the finish line. Seatbelt, fast whips, got a win in mind. See me when I skirt off, ain't no 10 in mine. Friends keep saying slow down, should've seen the signs. Riding down this dirt road, where we going, I don't know. God, please protect me, I'm halfway home. Take the wheel right now, I let go. Thinking about the ones to let go. I thought by now you forgive me. No, it's not easy forgiving. Found a new reason for living. Nice says, making noise, all I hear him say. Bad cars all the time. Took the hand I was dealt, gotta let it shine. What? Yeah. Tell me where to sign. I'll give it all away for some peace of mind. Cause life fading so late. They got a second chance waiting for it. And disbelief we ain't been living holy. And disbelief we ain't been living holy. I thought by now you forgive me. No, it's not easy forgiving. Found a new reason for living. Nice says, making noise, all I hear him say.
I bet on myself. Yeah, I bet on myself.
Yeah, I bet on myself. Yeah, I bet on myself. I don't need you, I do it myself. Yeah, I bet on myself.
I bet on myself. I bet on myself.
Yeah, I bet on myself. Okay, dream so big that they think I'm crazy. Let out the beast, no, they can't tame me. Don't play with me, better mind your business. I cannot stop now, I ain't finished. I'ma keep on going till I got that. Okay, the way that I'ma do it, they can't top that. No way. Critics trying to hate, but I don't talk back, I know that. Plotting on the kid with the bull, tell him all that. I'm the one that I'ma gamble on, I ramble on. I'm about to get my ramble on. And I'm the one they really couldn't get a handle on. Then when they see they missed the boy, they get a chance. Paid the cost to be the boss.
Hey.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the Designated Spittaz. It's so annoying for me, right? Because I always feel like I'm doing Game Season Live. So I get ready to welcome to Game Season Live and design all that little thing that I do there. But this is Designated Spittaz.
It's how many game season lives you do, bro. At this point, that's it. It's done permanent damage.
Hey, she had a fat ass. Remember that? That's coming to the soundboard this year, by the way. I'm gonna be like, he struck him out looking. Damn.
Hey.
Wonder what he was looking at. Hey, she had a fat ass. Oh God. What is up, chat?
Man, what's up?
How's everybody doing?
I'll tell you how they doing, man. The people, they need us tonight, Pete.
Oh, they need us.
They need us tonight, man.
They need you.
Let me see. Did I even send the tweet? I didn't send the tweet. Let me send it. I said it's time to cleanse the timeline, man. Let's talk some baseball. Let's talk some Yankees. You know what I mean?
Oh, we're gonna talk a little Yankee baseball, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, I am sporting the DS hat.
Hey, look at
the
that.
updated version.
It's the new version. Yeah, I need that. I need
just so everybody gets all angles of it.
Yeah, get a good look at that in HD, by the way.
In 1440p. Matter of fact, now it's called 1440p.
1440p. Let me tell you,
1440p.
I messed around. I messed around and bought some new headphones.
He's in my world now.
And I'm officially joining the world of Pete Simonetti. Let me tell you something. I put these headphones on, man. I feel like I told Pete, I said, I feel like I'm hearing thoughts that I haven't had yet. Like it's
what it does to you. It's what it does to you. You ain't gonna hear shit for a long time.
It's wild, man. But hey, all I need.
It's also good sometimes too, because you really don't hear other shit. So if somebody's calling you and stuff, you got like I never heard you.
Oh, nope. Listen,
you ever hear my headphones? You know I never heard you. That's like if you were hanging out with me when he's like, "Yo, does Pete hear me?" He's like, and then you'll think you'd be like, "Oh, it's the headphones that you don't hear shit."
Exactly. No, you know
you
that.
can't hear nothing.
The first time we did, I think it was spring training last year. Was the first time I put on your headphones.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, there's no way. I was like, the value might be up too high. And then Jerry was like, no. That's how he does it. And the thing was like, he's like, yeah, what do you mean? I was like, what do you mean what I mean? I can hear it without the headphones on. He's like, yeah, I know. I was like, this is wild.
Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. I get put in a zone. When I go
This is
live, I'm
the
in a
world.
zone, man.
Yep.
I'm in a different world. I could be having the worst day ever. Once I go live, once this headset is on, oh baby, I'm ready to go.
It's part of the
Medina
experience.
said, Medina said Francis is channeling Randy Orton. I hear voices in my head.
Listen, yeah, I know. I said it on this publication several times, man. Randy Orton is up there for me, man. He was my favorite wrestler
Legend.
for a while, man. So
The
hey, I'll
Viper.
do it.
The Viper, absolute legend. Well, guys, I do have to start the show this way. It's such a sad damn thing.
Yeah.
Brett Gardner and his wife, of course, losing their 14-year-old child. Me and Francis both have kids, and I can't even imagine it. It literally happened right before we went live on, right before I went live on Game Season Live today. I was actually late getting to switching the screen because I saw it on my phone as I was getting ready to go live. So, just a horrible thing, man. So condolences to the Gardner family. I mean, I don't know. I can't even imagine what that family is going through right now. Just extremely, extremely sad. 14-year-old boy. Just terrible, man. I've had kids at a very young age. So, my kids are older than that, actually, believe it or not. But man, I can't even imagine something like that. It's just a horrible, horrible tragedy.
I mean, honestly, man, thoughts and prayers to the entire Gardner family. I was completely floored just getting that news. I mean, for us to not hear anything about Brett Gardner for so long, and then that's the news that we get. And I think immediately for me, it was just like, okay, this explains a little bit, because I don't know if it was published it, like what the cause was or anything like this, but I immediately said, I mean, maybe it was something that they were battling with, and this is why he's been so private and so, out of the public eye. And I mean, look, at the end of the day, as a parent, like Pete said, we both have kids. You never in a million years think that you're going to bury your child. Like, you just don't. Like, it's just not something that you ever like fathom. So I can't even begin to imagine what him and his wife are dealing with right now and going through. So, man, I'm glad that we're starting like that, man, because, Yankee Nation, this is what we do, man. We got to come together, and all of us, man, just send our love and our well wishes to the Gardner family, because it's tough. It's really tough, man.
It's absolutely terrible, no doubt about it. And hearing it before we go, I went live on Game Season was even worse for me, because it's the first thing you got to talk about. It's the last spring training game that I was going to call, and of course, opening day is right here. So just a horrible, horrible tragedy. And like Francis said, our thoughts and prayers go out to the Gardner family.
For sure, man.
Baseball news to get, as we are literally 4 days away from opening day. I can't believe it. World Series ends, and here we are already. It is, as Boone would say, it's right in front of us. It is indeed right there. You could reach out and almost grab it at this point. That's how close it is. And the Yankees are starting to make decisions. Some decisions are starting to be made. This is kind of the part of the year when we start seeing the roster come together. Mm-hmm. And they did, Cashman has kind of alluded to some things, but then Aaron Boone today said too, they kind of have an idea of what the roster would be, but they don't want to tell anybody yet, because there could be trades. There, could be some pickups that happen, and we'll get to that point too. But Will Warren is confirmed. I think we know right now that the rotation is going to be Carlos Rodon, Max Fried, Marcus Stroman, Will Warren, and Carlos Cookie Carrasco is going to be. And let me tell you something who was happy about this. Marcus Stroman.
Oh, Stro, what are we gonna do with you, Stro? Look at you.
This one made me laugh, though. I tweeted about it. I said this one made me laugh because
this one's fun.
Look, this isn't coming after an injury.
Exactly.
This is coming, it's almost like, what I see his face saying right there? I'm still here. I'm still here.
It's me again.
You thought I was gone. Here I am. That's
me,
why I thought that shit was that funny. That to me, that one got me. I literally laughed out loud when I saw it.
The beauty of this one, right, is that if the other one never happened, this would have been so good. Like, this would have been so much better.
Correct.
This
Exactly.
one is so funny as it is, but can you imagine if we didn't go through the one that happened after the Cole news? This would have been perfect. See, this is the stuff with Stroman that I don't mind. Like this on today when the rotation is more or less finalized and he puts this post out, him sitting there with the smile on, the glove on, like, yep, you looking at one of your starters. You thought I was gonna get traded. You wanted me traded. You wanted me gone. You said I made too much. You said I sucked. But guess what? I got the pinstripes on and I'll be pitching for your favorite team in a week. Like, that's funny. That's funny. Like this is fine to me. It's just in my head, I was just like, damn, without the other one, this shit would have hit so much harder for me. It would have been so much better. But I'm with you. This one was funny. This one was good.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's kind of like, hey, here again. Here I am. Not gone. Exactly. I'm right there, right?
He thought you was getting rid of me, didn't
He's like, are you going to game 3?
Because
I'm going to be there too. I'm going to be there too. And I'm going to be on the mound at Yankee Stadium. Yep. So see you guys there. But that's the Yankees rotation. And look, nobody is jumping up and down for joy about this is, what the Yankees rotation is. We didn't expect this was going to be the rotation. Obviously, we thought it may look a little different. Yeah. Again, Brian Hoke, just to kind of confirm to where the Yankees are. Will Warren is beginning of the year as the Yankees number 4 start. As we said, Rodon, Fried, and Marcus Stroman. Carlos Carrasco could start either games 5, 6, or 7, said Aaron Boone. So again, that is where the Yankees rotation currently sits. Good news, I guess, if you want any good news or you believe in that at all, that there is good news in this situation, is that Clark Schmidt isn't injured.
Yes.
He's not injured as it stands right now. That is what people are saying. He's not hurt or anything like that. He's just going to need some additional time. And when he's built up, he'll be back and ready to go. I guess I could ask you this question because we're going to talk a lot about this stuff on Tuesday. We've got Nights at the Round Table. Me, Francis, Kev, and Christian. We're going to have that show for you guys 8 o'clock on Tuesday. Mark it on your calendar. But Francis, I'll ask you right now. I mean, I know it's hard to compare it to what was originally on paper, but knowing what this rotation is going into the year, how you feel about it?
I mean, it's tough. I would say mixed feelings, right? That's the best way to describe it. When I look at where I was to start camp, where, the high that I was as a Yankees fan coming into camp, the high that I was on, it's tough when you look at that and then you compare it to this. When you go from Garrett Cole, Max Fried, Louis Heel, Carlos Rodon, and Clark Schmidt, and then you go to Rodon, Fried, Warren, Carrasco, and Stroh, it's like, whoa. Like clearly if you fell into a coma after the first week of camp and then woke up now, your first words would be, what the F happened? Like what what happened? Like literally what happened? Yeah. Like you would be
what
like,
happened?
You'd be like, there's no way. Like I was looking at arguably one of the best rotations in baseball, and now I'm looking at a rotation that's gonna have a lot of work to do and their work cut out for them. But
yeah.
At this point, Pete, I feel like, bro, I have to kind of put those feelings from the beginning of camp behind us because, bro, the season is upon us. Thursday is opening day, game season live. The first game season live of the 2025 regular season is on Thursday.
And number 3.
And these are the 5 guys that we're going with. You know what I mean?
Can I piss? I'm going to piss people off. You ready? I'm going to piss people off.
Do it.
Rodon and Fried are going to shove all year.
Hey, listen, they shouldn't be mad. Why would people be mad at that?
Because they want to hate him. You know they do. They want to hate Los.
That's what gets me so angry.
Fuck it. I'm being positive, Pete.
It's good. No, but here's the thing. I'm glad that you went there because that's where I am right now.
Oh, I went there, baby.
I got to put the feelings behind me and just look at the rotation that we have and let what could have been, let that thought go. Let's focus on what we have. And when I look at what we have with a sober mind, Max Fried is an ace.
He looked phenomenal today. I don't care about the home run to, your best friend.
You see
what I feel so bad for Francis. Hey, look, Francis, by the way, you know I'm still undecided.
Don't worry.
I could be Lise Pete very soon. I really could be.
Don't worry, we got something in the works.
I'm just saying, I
I've
could
talked
very
to
well be Lise Pete
listen,
very soon.
I've talked to some good people, man. There may be some merch on the way. I can't say anything.
That's fine. You don't got to say
I
nothing. It's
can't
okay.
say
It's
anything,
all
but
good.
there could be some things happening. I'm just gonna
It's
say
all
that.
good. It's all good. I could
One
very
thing,
well be Lise Pete.
the one
very
thing I
easily.
will say is, the Aguilas did give us JC Escada, so shouts out to that. But
They did. That is true. That is true.
bro, I look at this rotation, bro. Max Fried is an ace. He is a bona fide ace, and we
Yeah.
signed him. He's ours. He's gonna be here. Damn the 8 years. Damn the money. I am worried about 2025 right now. And in 2025, he's as good as anybody to be at the top of your rotation. This is where people get angry, and this is where they lose me. I don't believe that Rodon was bad in 2024. I'm sorry. I just
I mean, he really wasn't. And I know, look, I did it yesterday. I literally did it yesterday. Guys, I'll get to the super chats here momentarily, but I literally did it yesterday. I broke it down by month.
Yeah.
Because somebody in the chat was like, oh, Rodon sucks. We all know. I'm like, bro, was he the guy? Was he the guy that he was with the Giants? No. I get that. I'm not taking that away. I'm just simply saying there's 1 month he had a 7-something ERA.
Yeah.
Every other month is a low 3 or high 2. And I think he had like back-to-back the final months. I think it was not September. I think July and August, maybe. It was in the low 4s, like 4.0 something, 4.10.
Yeah.
Other than that, the guy's ERA, if you take away that bad stretch, and I know you can't do that because that's not how baseball works, but to sit there and say there was positives here, the most starts he's ever made, the most innings he's thrown, he had almost 200 Ks.
Yep.
I mean, there were certainly positives there that you hope he can build upon. And I don't know about you guys if you saw his last outing. I'm not going to sit here and just try to gaslight everybody on Carlos Rodon. All you got to do is go look. That's one of the nastiest changeups I've seen in baseball.
The footage is there, is all I'm saying. You know what
That
I'm saying?
changeup was even better than last year's changeup.
The footage is there. Go on YouTube. You're on YouTube right now. Those of you who are part of this community, you watch this on YouTube. Bro, the footage is there. Like, for people to sit there and try to adamantly convince me and other fans that Rodon is not good or whatever. And I'm not talking about the ones from the other fan bases because they're doing their job. That's what they're supposed to do. Mets fans are supposed to tell you that Carlos Rodon is ass and garbage. Red Sox fans are supposed to tell you, oh, you're relying on Rodon to have a good season. That's their job. But Yankees fans telling other Yankees fans Rodon is not good, he had a bad 2024, it's bullshit. He didn't have a bad year. He had an amazing year that you can build on. It was a stepping stone year. If he does not take a step forward in 2025, if he goes backward in 2025, you are listening to the podcast that will be the first people to tell you that
No doubt about it.
doing what he's supposed to do.
No doubt about it.
And that's why people mess with us, because they know that we're not going to lie to you. If he doesn't look good, we'll say it. As of right now, he looked great this spring. He looked great in the playoffs to me, and he did make improvements in 2024. So I'm rolling with Rodon, bro. I think he's going to be good. I really do. And look, with Clark Schmidt, it's in the air. Right now, they're saying he's healthy. I think we're going to go 2 times to the rotation before we see him. I've been saying that for weeks. I'm going to stick to that. I think it's going to be at least twice. But if we get Clark Schmidt back and he looks the way he did last year, and then you're talking about, okay, then you go to your Warrens and your Stromans and your Carrasco. Carrasco, who, by the way, was one of the best pitchers this spring.
Hey, look, I might have called 2. I think I may have called 2 of his outings.
At
and
least
I'm gonna be real.
2 of his outings.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. Carrasco looked pretty good. I'm not gonna sit there and jump up and down and act like, I'm expecting the same guy in regular season. But the things I really liked about what I saw here was his command was very, very good. He was able to dot corners well. He has that good 2-seamer against lefties that just frees them and hits the inside part of the plate. Gets a little Bob Ross action.
Anytime you make a mistake, before you get upset with it, look at it.
You just got to look at it. And, we'll see where the rest of the rotation goes, what happens. But let's get to a couple of the super chats we got over here. Member chat here by David Douglas. He says, Stroman looking like Francis when the grandmas say they are ready. Yo. Hey, okay. I saw a pretty attractive grandmother the other day, matter of fact. And first thing I thought about was Francis. I'm like, man, if he was here, I have to hold him back right now. But I was like, I have to hold Francis. She was pretty attractive. I said, look at this. Probably, definitely a grandmother.
They're out there. They're out there.
Looking pretty good. The grandmother out there looking pretty good. Mary Ellen Ford says, Cashman said Stanton may be out longer than anticipated. Why don't they put him on the IL? He will be.
Here's the funny thing about that comment though. When he says longer than anticipated, I'm like,
What, a
Brian,
year?
longer than who anticipated?
Exactly,
Because
his
the
career.
moment he showed up to camp with 2 tennis elbows, we were expecting him to be out a long period of time.
I mean, look, I don't expect Stanton back this year. So I mean, if Brian Cashman is saying, I'll be surprised if Stanton's
Yeah.
back this year. If he is, I'll be happily surprised. But I don't.
Yeah.
I don't expect that.
I expect, honestly, to be honest with you, my expectation, my hope is maybe August, maybe August. Like I feel like Louis Hill comes back and then maybe you could see Stanton 3 to 4 weeks after that. If you're saying longer than expected and you had the same expectation as me, then that means he's out for the year. And if that's the case, then announce it and move that way, or don't announce it, but move that way behind the scenes. Like, okay, we're not gonna.
Facts. Rod Thompson with a big super
Big
chat. This
Rod.
one's gonna get some music here.
And we begin to rock.
Bum, bum, steady. This is a special super chat for Pete, Jira, Kev, Francis, and NYYST. Your unrelenting commitment to providing Yankee fans the best content and merch will never go unnoticed. Saludos to a new year. Go Yankees. Road to 28. Man, I appreciate that, Rod Thompson. Thank you so much, brother. I'll be seeing you a couple of days from now, as I'll be seeing many of you Saturday right here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
NYU Day.
Less than 1 week away, brother.
Unbelievable. Really
Another
unbelievable
one.
that quick. Unbelievable.
Another chapter is upon us, man. I can't freaking wait.
Another chapter, another year is about to begin for NYU when the regular season hits. Man, oh man, I am excited. But look, I'm not overly down on the Yankees rotation for what they have. I get it. Am I sitting here now comparing it to the better rotations in the league? No, I'm not. What I'm mainly and look, we're gonna talk a lot about this on Saturday. So I don't necessarily, on Tuesday. I don't want to get ahead of myself here. I really want to have that conversation with the other two gentlemen that's going to be on, of course, that being Kev and Christian. And that way you guys can ask us all the questions you want. And look, maybe we'll have some debate back and forth. I'm pretty sure Christian and Kev are going to have some debate back and forth. But at the end of the day, all of us might. We all might think a little differently. Yeah. We all might be down on the team a little bit. We might be a little more positive about the team. But, we'll see what happens. I mean, that's truly the best I could say about the rotation right now. It's going to be wait and see for a while. I will say this. I truly do believe that Carlos Rodon and Max Fried have to be the mainstays. I think those are the two guys that have to find themselves taking that ball every fifth day and giving the Yankees a chance to win, that the offense comes out there and goes, cool, we know who's on the mound today. It's like it always was with Garrett Cole. And I understand Garrett Cole is one of a kind when he's on and he's healthy. We all know that. We all believe that. We saw the Cy Young year and what he means to the club. One of these guys or both of them have to give you some sort of feeling that when they take the ball, you're going to have a very good chance of winning. And I called the game today with Max Fried. It was his last outing. Early in the first inning, he kept a lot of sinkers up. Junior Caminero hit a bomb out the right center field on literally a hanging sinker. Everybody knows it's one of the easiest pitches in the world to hit for a major leaguer, especially when it's up in the zone. It always gets smacked. You very rarely see a sinker up in the zone not get laced. And that's what they were doing early on. But then he really bared down and you started to see the strikeouts. He broke out a beautiful curveball, which I didn't know his curveball was that good. It was sharp. It was crisp. It was absolutely buckling knees. The sweeper looked good.
That's the pitch.
Sinker was good. Bro, everything from him looked really solid today. And he faced the Rays, and they had a lot of their regulars in there. Yandy, he shut down. Again, Caminero was the real big hit that they were able to get off him. Other than that, I watched it close. I called it. He looked phenomenal today. I'm excited to see what he can do over a full season. I'm excited for him, man. I want that 1-2 punch to be phenomenal.
Same. And again, look, when it comes to Max Fried, man, that curveball is filthy. You listen to hitters around the league talk about trying to hit him. Just look at the teams in the NL East and look at how they fared against him and how they did when they had to, face it. Like the numbers are there. And
there's 7 pitches.
There's tons of footage. This guy is one of the more difficult guys to face because of he has a bag that not every pitcher gets to take with them to the mound. 7 pitches is a shit ton.
Yeah.
And for you to
And nobody hits him
pick
hard,
and
knock
choose.
on wood.
Yeah. And that's the thing is that when you have 7 pitches, like granted, yes, you're not going to have all 7 pitches every day. There's going to be those, once in the blue moon when you got all 7 and that's it. They're not going to touch you. But the beauty of having that many pitches is that you don't need all 7. Every day you go out there, you're trying to see what 3 or 4 do I have. It's okay if 2 or 3 aren't working today. If I got 3 or 4, I can still be as dominant as I need to be. That's what excites me about a guy like Max Fried, that he's got the kind of bag that every outing he's going to be able to find some way to get through that game and to provide a good deep outing, which is what you need. Like, you need that, especially with this rotation. We can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't be having short outings after short outings. That's a recipe for disaster. So I'm super excited to see Max Fried, bro. And this would be a completely different tone had they not signed Max Fried.
Oh, no doubt. I'd be shitting my pants right now. I'll be honest with you guys. That it'll be hard for me to be anything positive right now. But Bronx Bomber, my good friend Joe, he's going to be there. He says 6 more days. Oh, yeah. 6 more days, the NYYU day. And Francis, you're the pitching guru here at NYYU. I want to share this on the screen here. 16.8 inches drop off on his curveball. What is that?
That's ridiculous is what that is, okay?
I was about to say.
Listen.
That's Barry Zito-esque is what that is.
Exactly. Like, it's literally crazy. Like, to be a major league hitter and try to hit a ball that has that kind of movement is absolutely positively nuts. 16, what is it? 16.9 you said?
16.8.
16.
And then it's 10.5 inches break. So it's moving away also along with the break.
I mean, you got to understand, right? So a pitcher's job is to cover home plate, right? To cover the plate. That's the strike zone, whatever. Home plate is 17 inches in length.
Yep.
So he essentially has a pitch that can go from one side of the plate completely to the other side of the plate during the life of a pitch. That's the best way I can put it into perspective for you. As a hitter, he can throw a pitch to a hitter that starts on one side and ends on the other. And if they don't know that it's coming, if they don't guess right, they're going to look very silly trying to swing at it.
Is that fair for me to say? Is basically they're fucked.
I think that's the best way to say it. Good luck. Hope to get lucky. Swing early. I don't know.
My brother Ronnie in the chat. Let's get him some music in it.
Why not?
Just keep on loving me.
That music sounds great today, man.
God, I love the whispers, man. I tell you what. He says, this is going to be an interesting season. I think that's a great way to put it. It truly can be a disaster or a great success story with all the question marks like Volpe, Wells, Goldie, The Martian, Carrasco, etc. That's probably one of the best ways you can put that because I don't disagree one bit. It's funny. Yeah. I said this on Game Season Live today. I'm like, look, man, this could be one of these years where you look up and you go, man, this team is really exciting. This team is really good. Or look, the people that are sitting there going, I'm concerned. I'm sitting there going, I understand. I get it. I'm not going to sit here and fight with you. You're crazy because the lineup is solid. The pitching is great. The bullpen is the best it's been in ages. I'm not going to do that. I understand where somebody may be coming from saying, I think we're kind of screwed here. I'm worried. I understand the worry. So calling this an interesting year, probably one of the best ways you could put it because it really could go. It could go. I feel like it's going to go one of two ways. And maybe it could go down the middle where they're pretty good. Can they add somebody to get better? I don't know, but I really do agree with Ronnie's take right there. I think it is going to be an interesting year.
I agree. I think
nothing would shock me.
I think it's one of those things where, and I mean, we'll go through this a little bit better on Tuesday night, but I'm kind of with you with the two true outcomes for the 2025 Yankee. I think either this team is horrid and the offense, sputters and stinks for a long period of time and they can't get going and they can't get on base and they can't score runs and they can't whatever. And the pitching struggles and gives up way too much runs and gets hit way too hard and all that. Or the offense looks true to what they look like this spring. And it's a well-oiled machine that just continues to find a way, and it's not the same guys every day like last year where it was Judge and Soto and Judge. It's a situation where every day it's a different guy. One day it's Jazz, the next day it's Dominguez, the next day it's Belly, the next day it's Goldie. Then you have a couple days where it's Judge because, of course, why not? Why wouldn't it be Judge? Then you have the week that Wells carries them and whatever. Like, that's a very real possibility for this offense. And again, harkening back to the rotation, Pete, in 2022, they won 99 games, I believe. And I obviously try to push the season out of my memory because of the way that it ended with the sweep to Houston Diaz. But throughout the regular season, my brother, they won 99 games. And do people remember the rotation that we went into that season with? Because I haven't forgotten. Okay, you're talking Garrett Cole, Tyone,
yep.
Nestor, Monty,
Sevy,
and Domingo Germán.
I think that's Domingo Germán. Domingo Germán threw a lot that year.
So, guys, when you say that, like, do you look at that rotation and say that rotation is better than the one that we're starting opening day with this year? Because I can make the argument that this rotation is better. If they won 99 games with that, and just in case people forgot, they didn't have Juan Soto that year. Okay,
yeah,
no Juan Soto. They won 99 games with that offense and that pitching, and they won 99 games.
Yeah, no, that pitching, you know, on paper, you look at that pitching and it's nothing spectacular. And on top of that, even more so, the names in the bullpen weren't spectacular either. So, I mean, the Yankees right now are throwing out what looks to be one of the better bullpens that they've had in a very, very long time. So we're going to see what happens. But I do want to talk about the offense a little bit. Percy Ramirez. I thought it was Percy Johnson. What the hell? Percy Ramirez, a.k.a. Kev? I'm confused. Is this actually Kev? Because I'm pretty sure the dude's name is Percy Johnson. We just confirmed that. Yeah, I hope so, because that's how it's written in the vlog that's coming out as Percy Johnson.
We just confirmed that in Florida, so this might be an imposter.
Percy's Hispanic?
Percy is... I got Percy all the way messed up when you think Percy's Hispanic. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I can't believe Percy's Hispanic. I can't, because I'm about to get a big Buford. That double meat, that is the devil. Checkers, if you're listening to me, Checkers, the big Buford is the devil. But
listen,
I might eat it again. When you guys see this, by the way, the vlog's going to be out on Wednesday.
Definitely.
The vlog's going to be out on Wednesday night. There's no game. It's a beautiful time to sit back with the community, laugh, pop some jokes, get some popcorn ready, because it's probably going to be about 45 minutes to an hour. But let me tell you something.
I can't believe it.
The first day, I'm watching this shit, and I am crying my eyes out laughing about how funny this shit really was. And I got to say one thing. I know I shout her out a lot, but thank the gods that we have Jira with us, because I had no footage on my phone. But you want to know what I had on my phone, how much of a kid I am? The King Kong animatronic.
Exactly. That's it. That's what I got on my phone.
I'm like, hold on a second. Let me see what I got here. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, there's a picture of Jira. Okay, that's good. Oh, King Kong. That's it? Like pretty much. Damn, shit.
Listen, if it wasn't for Jira, man, like, I would have no recollection, no mementos from my first trip to Universal.
Bro, she sent me. So we have the Dropbox. And I'm like, all right. Send me what you have. And I keep telling her, all right, it's cleared. All right, sending more. We did like 16 rounds of this. Wow. I'm like, you're still sending stuff? Yeah, I'm still sending stuff. What do you think this is? I'm like, I didn't even know you were recording half the time. So I also had to make sure I muted some parts, because when we're together, it's a little, it gets a little wild.
Listen, we joked about this while we were out there, but like, listen, nobody in the world, like, I'm sure there's people in the world that want to see our demise, but the reason that you will never see our demise is because of the MVP. Okay,
facts.
Now, if she wanted you to see our demise, though, she could demise the shit out of all of it.
She's about to get an email like $2 million. Let me get that phone.
Everything that you see on your screen right now, this could all go poof in 1 second if she decided that she was done with our shit.
Trust me, you know what's gonna happen?
It's
gonna go poof, and then a live thing of me butt naked is gonna pop up like this. That's it. And the channel is over because nobody wants to see that shit. It's done.
I'm telling you, bro. That's why
It's
I feel
done.
safe. I feel safe because I'm like, listen, nobody can really incriminate me in this world.
Facts.
That
Facts.
for
I feel
two
no,
people,
honestly, but
my
in
wife
all
and Jira. That's it. Those are the only people who can end me. In
in all reality, the actual beautiful thing about us is we actually really don't fucking like do anything bad.
No.
Actually, that's the funny thing. Like we legitimately like don't do any crazy shit at all like that. So knock on wood,
Yeah.
thank the Lord.
It's
Look,
fact.
we got good people around
We
around
do.
the U,
Hey,
so.
the good people that we have around, the good people, those are the ones who stay. The good people stick around, man. That's just how it works.
100%. 100%.
That's just how it works, man. But shouts out to the MVP, man.
Oh, the MVP. Give a round of
couldn't
applause,
do it.
Chad.
We
I know
couldn't-
you're gonna give a little clap over there.
We couldn't do it. We
Tony
couldn't-
Rivera said Steve Cohen right now trying to sign Giro. He's getting that phone, damn it.
Listen, if
man.
he gets a NYM NYMU.
NYM Underground. Oh my God. Can you
Oh,
imagine?
man.
Can you imagine one day I just flip the hat and it's like, oh my God, I'd be the biggest piece of shit that ever lived.
I mean, that would be one hell of a heel turn. That Cena's heel turn would have nothing on that. that would
Can
break.
you imagine that for real though?
Oh man,
It's just like this. Like I'm just like this. Oh shit.
look
And
at
then all of a sudden,
and it's a Mets logo. Oh man, nah, bro.
you have the music from Star Wars. Come on. Dun, 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 dun.
I can't have that. I can't have that image, man. I can't. Nah,
Nah, bro, that'll never happen. That'll
it would never
never,
happen,
ever, 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 ever. They say never say never. I'm gonna never say never. That ain't happening.
Listen,
I'm telling you right now, it'll never happen.
it'd be some people, you know, out there that'll be really happy that day though, because you know, a lot of people prey on the downfall.
They do,
You know what I'm
very
saying? But
much.
I
They
keep
enjoy
telling
downfalls.
them. I
They
keep
enjoy
telling
kicking.
them the
Ha,
same
ha,
thing.
ha.
Keep telling them the same thing. You gotta save some of that hate for later, man. You're getting all the good hate out now.
Don't do
And we
that.
ain't even really showing you why you about to hate. I'm just saying. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's it.
Medina, oh man, that hurts me just reading that. Medina's like the day that happens, I unsubscribe that NYU, and that would hurt.
That would
because
hurt.
Medina's the GOAT, man.
Yes.
Medina's one of the originals. I can't have the originals
man.
leave me.
Can you imagine all the OGs hitting you with the Paulie Walnuts face while you did that? Just everybody just in the chat like, son, is he for real right now?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What are you
That's what
talking
they're
about?
gonna say. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
Whatever happened there? Whatever.
You know you're here? I swear, if that ever happened, you hear this out of nowhere. P. P. No.
Listen, let me tell
They're
you
the
something.
fucking worst. God, I love you guys. Damn it, I love
No,
you.
facts, facts.
I love what we do over here. Damn
The
it.
best. The best.
Oh,
the
it's the fucking best. Let's talk about this. I'm gonna ask you a simple question. Let's hear your answer. Do the Yankees add somebody by opening day?
Oh,
Chat, let me know.
that's a good question, bro. Honestly, I'm stumped. To be honest, I'm stumped. There's
I
been
got
a
an
lot
answer.
of talk about it. There's been a lot of talk like, yeah, we're looking for a right-handed bat. You know, I mean, people have said it. Cashman has said it himself now. It wouldn't shock me. I'm gonna say yes, actually. I'm gonna go yes.
Yes,
I'm gonna
they
go
are.
yes.
They're gonna add somebody.
I'm gonna go yes.
They're gonna add
With
somebody.
the Stanton stuff and everything. That's what put me over the edge is the comment about Stanton.
What put me over the edge on them adding is they were basically like, yeah, who's Peraza? And that's the face.
It's, huh? Who? Huh?
If I had that bald cap that I have upstairs,
Oh man.
and by the way, I have these things because I'm like the biggest Halloween nerd that ever lived. By the way, so I got a wig, I got this, I got everything. I'm fucking nuts. I love Halloween. That was his face. He didn't even mention him. Francis, he didn't even mention that the dude exists.
And this is the first time that I can't blame him.
Me either.
It's
This dude literally said Pablo Reyes is
Pablo
an
Reyes.
internal option.
Yes, that's the name that they said. Pablo Reyes. Yep. And
He was like,
I'm not mad
somebody
at that.
whispered. Somebody said, Peraza. He said, who?
huh? Is
Who?
that, huh?
But the guy, Oz Cabrera?
Huh?
That's all. That's the only Oz something I know.
Nah.
It's Cabrera. I don't know who you're talking about, brother. He looked at him. He said,
What the fuck are you talking about?
it's like, oh,
He said,
what are you talking about?
Para what? Nah. Listen,
Somebody wants me to grab the ball cap. Look, if Jira's upstairs, she could bring me the ball cap. I don't mind. I'll throw the ball cap on the rest of the episode. If that's what the U wants, it's what the U's gonna get.
Oh, he'll do it. Listen,
I'll do it. Damn it.
I'm telling you, I was hoping that we were gonna have a different conversation about Peraza at the end of this spring training.
Me too.
We can't.
Me too.
We would be frauds if we just sat here and said. But that's what makes us who we are. Because at the beginning of spring, we were saying, look, this is the situation. Let's see what Peraza could do. We hope that he can make his case for the job at third base, that he puts his name in the hat, and that he has such a good spring that they don't have a choice, that he forces the Yankees' hand. Well, he forced their hand, all right, but just not in the direction that we thought he was going to force their hand. It was a completely different type of forcing that went on. And now we got to sit there with okay, well, we can't really talk. We can't really say anything about how Cashman referred to it because Peraza put himself in that position this spring.
Bro, he was so bad, man. And you know what a supporter I've been of him.
No, nobody supported Peraza more than you. Nobody
Hyundai Elantra versus Toyota Corolla. Look what Elantra has and what Corolla doesn't.
Wait. How about?
Well, I guess
Elantra
it just
wins
I was
every
trying
time.
to.
Are we sponsored by Hyundai? What the hell's going on here?
Thank
Did
God.
Hyundai just infiltrate our shit? Jira, did you get a check? Did the check clear? What the
Who
fuck?
got the fucking check?
What the fuck is going on?
Who got the check? Cause that shit ain't in my account.
How about and Jira just put eyes in the check. She might have got the check and she.
Babe, you got the check. No, she left today. Where the fuck did you go?
Oh, she
left me. She's gone.
She left.
The kids are gone. I'm in the house all by myself.
You left
Hyundai
her
Elantra.
She's on the way to the meeting with Uncle Stevie as we speak.
Yo, we're about to be off the air in 3 seconds. We're done. Say your last words. It's over. It's over. Yeah, she said, I'm home. Yeah, in your new home. It ain't this one.
It's not at this house.
It ain't this house.
Yo, Hyundai just bogarted our whole shit just now. Like, yo. It was
No, I went on.
my only issue.
I
with
literally went on MLB
sponsorship.
trade rumors. I just went on MLB trade rumors to see who was released.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there's some names out there. And they just bombard me with a friggin' Hyundai Elantra commercial.
Yo,
I can't believe this.
Hyundai is wild for that. They just took over our whole broadcast, right?
And I let it go the whole time like a damn fool.
We need a check. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they got no choice. Look, that wasn't my fault.
check.
Hyundai Elantra. Everybody tag Hyundai Elantra. Either we need to be sponsored by you guys and have a new car outside, or we need to check for this 20-second ad that we just literally let you run on there, man.
That Palisade look, that'd be a nice little car to ride to them on sites in. I'm just saying.
Jira, the funny thing is Jira hates Hyundais. Every time you hear, I hate Hyundais.
I don't blame her, but if they cut the check, you know what I'm saying?
I can't believe this.
You know?
Only at the U do you get this nonsense. But no, I was trying to see if there was any names that were released. I think the only name that came out today was a former Yankee, Brandon Drury. Does anybody want Brandon Drury back on the team?
I can think of one person, Pete. I can think of one person, and he has some power. Cashman loves Brandon Drury.
He's a Brandon Drury guy. He likes it.
Cashman loves Brandon Drury. Would it surprise you at all?
No.
It wouldn't shock me.
Look, he wants a right-handed bat that can play third base. If he platoons, Darius says he's injured. Well, no, I guess nothing has changed, has it?
Well, if he's hurt, then that would be a horrible look for the Yankees. But it depends on the injury. Do you have any details on the injury? Because I didn't know that. So
I don't know.
Now.
Maybe Darius will know. When Darius says something, it's confirmed. Like it's 100%.
Yeah,
right.
No,
he has a fractured thumb, so he broke his thumb. Is what Joseph is saying. Thank you, Joseph.
Miss time after a crazy spring training. He hit 410.
Damn.
439, 820.
Oh, I'm signing him.
821 OPS with 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. He has a second look consultation scheduled for Monday.
Okay.
The White Sox released him this afternoon. So this could be a situation.
Oh my God, when the White Sox release you, man.
Yeah, you know if they release you.
Why wouldn't the White Sox just wait? You're the fucking White Sox. If he plays halfway decent, you could trade him for a prospect or two.
Unless they are thinking that it's not a fracture and it's a full break. He said he's going for a second opinion tomorrow, so I guess we'll know more soon. But the thumb, I got to be honest with you, Cashman better stay away from that.
Yeah, thumbs could be bad. Thumbs could be a long lasting too. So
that's like if they're so hard up for money the way that
did he get hit by a pitch?
Oof.
Is that what caused it?
It doesn't say. There's no logical reason. Yeah, I mean, people are literally saying he was the best hitter at White Sox camp.
Yeah, I mean, when you said his numbers right there, I'm like, damn.
And people are saying it was a freak injury at practice. Oh,
that's even worse. Did a teammate hit him? Maybe. I wonder. That's interesting.
I don't know. It's weird because then you got some people saying, "Oh, he shouldn't be out too long." But if the White Sox released him, it had to be.
They gotta feel like it's something that's gonna take quite some time. Yeah, I gotta assume that's the case. Got a couple of super chats here. To Senor one, Rod Thompson says, worst thing about the Peraza situation is that at one point he was the Yankees' number 3 prospect, and they hindered his development, and they got nothing for him when his trade value was high. I mean, shit. Look,
typical Yankees, bro.
Let me get to this other one, this other super chat here. Then I do want to say something because I talked about this a lot, and to be fair, not shitting on our prospect guys. They try to tell me, no, don't make these certain trades. Okay, wait, I'm going to get to something, though. Steve Pena, All-Pro says, if we want to keep Jira here, we have to order more jerseys at NYYU Gear. Come on, chat. Let's go NYYU. Let's keep her here. All-Pro, one love, NYYU. Truly the best way to do it is to blow up those subs, damn it. And look, she ain't going nowhere with that. As long as the U is doing our thing, you got this team that you see right in front of you, baby. We're here for you guys.
Ain't going nowhere, baby. The good guy.
But I do want to ask about this real quick, Francis. I want to ask about this. It was a long while there from a lot of people that you couldn't move through Drew Thorpe. You couldn't move Chase Hampton. You couldn't move Spencer Jones. You couldn't move Oswald Peraza. And the list goes on.
Yep.
Drew Thorpe is now getting Tommy John. Chase Hampton is now getting Tommy John. Spencer Jones is about to be in AAA for, is this the 3rd year? I think this is his 3rd year in AAA. I think he spent some of I know all of last year, and I think the previous year he finished in AA.
A little bit of 2023.
A little bit there.
So this will be his 3rd taste of AAA, yeah.
Look, man. I almost feel like, I know some people say developing pitching. Yeah, I like it if they really can't miss. You don't really find many Paul Skeens out there. You don't find many Louis Heels out there that you could plug in on the year and go, wow, this guy's phenomenal. I'm not saying that young pitchers don't develop and they don't become good. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, man, the Yankees could have potentially had a little extra. I mean, especially a guy like Corbin Burns for a year, along with Soto. I'm just saying, I don't want to go back on history because it is done, but the Yankees probably passed up on some things that you look back on now and go, damn, maybe it could have been a little better. They did trade Drew Thorpe. That is true. They did that. But you know where I'm coming from. Maybe they could have been a little more open to some moves.
It's one of those things where, hindsight is 20/20, but it's hard not to look at it and say what you're saying. I will say, Drew Thorpe was tough. When he did go in the Soto deal, I said to myself that that's probably the only player deal that I would have done it for. Outside of that, I think, there was maybe, you can argue whether it was a real opportunity or not this offseason with the Kyle Tucker stuff. I don't know how real that was, but say it was a real opportunity heel for Tucker, I'm on record saying I would have done it. You said, we both said we would have done it, but that wasn't a real. I
don't think it was. Especially not 1-1.
Yeah, so I think it's tough. Let's see with Spencer Jones. I don't know, Pete. Honestly,
I was high on him for a little bit.
Couple spring training games left, but
I was hot. If you guys remember, and again, it's I don't like to flip flop on certain things, but I was really high on Spencer Jones when the season began before we saw him in spring.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, I have not been encouraged by spring training at all, and I don't want to shit on the dude at all, but I feel like there's a lot of moving parts in that swing. I still feel like there's a lot of holes in that swing. And look, if everybody goes, "Oh my God, he homered," look, he's a big dude. Like when he connects, it's probably has a chance of going over the wall. That's not what impresses me with him. He has great speed. We know all the positives. It's can he conquer the cons?
Can he make the connection is my issue,
That's
bro.
right. Is he going to be able to do that? I don't know.
Honestly,
I'm very concerned about Spencer Jones.
I'm going to tell you right now,
see.
Again, this is not what we do here. We don't come here to kick prospects back in or whatever. I'm not doing that. But I feel like it is my job to kind of temper expectations and tell you guys what I saw, right? We went down to spring to see these people and we did just that. And what I saw wasn't the prettiest. I'm not saying he's the worst or whatever. I'm not going Peraza on him. No.
Yeah.
But and I'm not saying it's over. I'm not saying that's it, it's done, but the stuff with the swing is worrisome because it's tinkering every single year now. And it's like, there's always something. He added this, he took this off, he did that, he did this. This year he comes into camp and it's a pseudo Judge swing, but it's not at the same time. Like it looks like a Judge swing if a robot was trying to imitate.
Yeah, it looks off balance. Swing.
It doesn't look comfortable.
Weird looking. Correct. That's the best way to put it. It doesn't look comfortable.
And the way that, I mean, playing baseball, like everything is about comfort. As a pitcher, you need to have a delivery that is repeatable. And in order to achieve a repeatable delivery, you need to be comfortable in that delivery. Same thing as a hitter with your swing. Your swing needs to be something that you can constantly repeat. It needs to be something that you could be standing in the line at the market and just like go and say, okay, like, and then be able to repeat it with comfort. When I see Spencer Jones swing the bat, he doesn't look comfortable to me. I don't.
Yeah.
It looks like
it's a great way of putting it because I agree with you 100%. It doesn't look natural.
I wonder what he would say about it. I don't know if there's been whatever, but it's just like, I don't know. I'm just like, man, at least swing and miss and look comfortable doing it. Like when I used to, we've gone over it. When Gleyber Torres used to go through these stretches, where he couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. I would say the same thing. I'd be like, oh my, but he looks uncomfortable up there. Like the swings that he's taking are so off balance. He's so out in front. His front side is so wide open. It's like, it doesn't even look comfortable the way he's swinging the bat.
Agreed.
And he gets into the mode where he finds the mojo again. All of a sudden the swing is fluid and he's doing him. I didn't see Spencer get into that mode at all this spring. Maybe he does during the season. I don't know, but
we're going to see.
It's like you said, it's not encouraging right now.
Yep, that's the best way I can say it. It does not seem too encouraging. We got Jonathan Alvarez.
Hey.
He says, I was thinking about potential right-handed bat Yankees could trade for at deadline that no one is talking about. Taylor Ward. Check out StatCast. Well, again, man, there is the Angels guy, Taylor Ward. There is a long time to go before then. I am certainly not discrediting what you said, my friend. Jonathan Alvarez goes way back with the U, so I appreciate the super chat. But we got so much time to go to talk about that. He obviously wouldn't be a guy right now. I think what we're talking about when we talk about adding is will they add before opening day? And I still think they are. I don't know what the bat's going to be, but I think the Yankees like Pablo Reyes. I mean, in a way, Brian Cashman probably talked more about Pablo Reyes in that 1 minute that he has about Peraza in the last 2 years. So I think that tells you where they value both of those guys. Not even to mention Peraza's name to me was crazy. But I understand it. I get it based off the way he's looked in spring. I think he's looked terrible. I called that one, what was it, yesterday? He had a final at bat. He struck it on 3 pitches. He took 2 sliders right down the middle, then a fastball on the outside corner. He tried to pull it, and he swung right through it. It was a horrible at bat. I mean, it was should be his last at bat as a Yankee. If I was Boone, I'd say, forget it. He's done. That's it. I'm done. I'm not seeing this no more. I mean, it's time to, unfortunately for him, it's probably time to move on and see what happens somewhere else. David Douglas says, trade proposal, Gira for Juan Soto. Ooh.
It's a no for me, dog. Soto staying in Queens. I'm sorry.
He can stay over there.
I don't know how Soto takes pictures. I don't know how.
I mean, I don't think Soto's not going to do Gira's job. Now, would he make the Yankees? Now, is this meaning he goes back to the Yankees? Because then we might have a conversation. Does Gira just become? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Damn it!
That chancleta is gonna fly in a second.
She's gonna kill me.
She's gonna throw the chancleta so hard, I'm a duck all the way over here.
Nothing can replace my babes. All right, nothing can replace my babes. Damn it! Here's a fun question. Carlos Baez. He says, "Hey, NYU. how did you guys start the podcast? Did it take college? Oh no, not for me.
No.
Oh no, Pete Simonetti just started doing his thing. Francis started doing some videos for us for a minute, and bada bing, bada boom, here we are. I almost died, and here we are.
Exactly. I'll tell you, this is one of those things that it doesn't really get talked about a lot. I mean, because we're always working and stuff like that. It's not really time for a break. One of the best qualities about my brother Pete Simonetti, man, he has a really, really good eye for talent. He does. I'm not just saying that about me, but I mean, I'm a talented motherfucker. I'm gonna say I'm a talented dude, but
he's a talented son of a bitch.
He has an eye for talent. Like every team, thus far, like he's built the team and continued to have to remodel and rebuild.
I've had some errors.
I don't. Let's try it. I think talent-wise,
that was like a layup. I mean, you didn't leave me no room here.
I passed the ball, but
I might have been wrong about this guy. I don't know. He kind of just, damn.
Listen, every now and then, you know what I'm saying, he gonna make a mistake or two. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, it's one of the things that doesn't get talked about enough. I feel like Pete has a really good eye for talent, man. He does. It's one of the things. So
if I listened to Jira, by the way, we would never had any errors made at all. But maybe she'll be in charge of hiring.
That's another thing.
In the future.
Another thing y'all got to know. He's got an eye for talent. Jira has an eye for bullshit. Okay.
Oh, 100%.
And
there's no doubt about that.
Doesn't miss.
She does not. To be fair, and I'm not even like. Listen, one day there'll be a time where we'll just talk about all this stuff.
We'll have a documentary.
And honestly, some of what you guys may think it is, it's probably not, to be honest. But man, oh man, Jira would 150%. She is
never been wrong. It's one of the, listen. ESPN sources confirm she don't miss. Okay,
no, she does not miss one bit. She doesn't miss one bit at all. So yeah, I mean, I do think the Yankees will add. I don't know what that name is going to be at all. I don't know who it's going to be, but I do think they will add a right-handed bat. Now, some people have asked about like starting pitching. I
thought it was going to be an arm too for a second, but I don't
know about that. Like,
I let that go. They're not talking about it. It's nothing. There's no smoke there.
It just and look. If I could go into, and I'll say this on Tuesday, so this will be a little giveaway for Tuesday. If somebody were to look at me right now and go, yeah, people, what worries you the most for the Yankees? I think the easiest answer to just grab the quickest thing is very simple. Starting pitching depth.
The rotation, yeah.
I don't think they have it. I mean, you're talking about now, as it stands today, we don't know about Clark. The number 6 starter is Cam Schlittler. And then after that, does anybody know?
I think they know about Clark, and I think that's why they're moving the way they're moving. I was erring on the side of starting pitching being the move before the season opened. I was like, that's going to be the move. One of these pitchers will come available. We saw it. What's this guy's name? That he's been on the Rays, and the Blue Jays just released him.
Oh, the lefty, Yarbrough.
Yarbrough. There was Ryan Yarbrough. I was like, okay, I can see them adding Yarbrough. He pitched against us pretty well. Kristen said
I can see that. I know to shout out Scott Wright. Scott Wright was saying his name a lot all off season.
Yeah. He's somebody who, as soon as he didn't make that there with the Blue Jays, I was like, okay, that could be something. But then the comments come out and the beat writers and everybody saying, oh, they'd love to add a right-handed bat. And then Cashman himself said it. Yeah, like, we're looking at, options for right-handed bats and even internal options for a right-handed bat. And it's just like, they're not talking about pitching, which leads me to believe that they are of the belief that Clark Schmidt will be healthy and is going to be in this rotation for the 2025 season. I think that if there's a major setback or something happens, that's when you can see them pivot and go and grab somebody to pitch.
Facts.
But the issue is, it's timing, bro. It's all about time. Baseball is literally all about timing. And even in the front office, it's about timing. So if I don't even want to think about this, but it's like, bro, if we start the season and then it turns out that no, Schmidt is going to need a month or two. Well, by then Yarbrough is going to be on somebody's team, and whoever was available won't be. Of
course.
Who are you going out and getting at that point? Like, because again, it's timing. So that's the only thing that kind of worries me, is that if they say, no, we're going to put our eggs in the Schmidt is healthy basket, and then he's not, then we might be screwed.
Yeah.
But
no doubt about that. No doubt about that at all. This is interesting. This is from Max Goodman. This is regarding what the Yankees bullpen can be. He says, with Wilking Rodriguez being reassigned to minor camp, here's how the Yankees bullpen will look like on opening day if there's no moves. Devin Williams, Luke Weaver, Tim Hill, Fernando Cruz, Mark Leiter, Yogo, Brent Hedrick, and Jerry De Los Santos, which he did not look good at all today. Extremely wild, did not look good whatsoever. And yeah, look, I like Brent Hedrick. There's a lot I saw from him that I liked, but there was also a lot I saw from Brent Hedrick that I did not like. He doesn't have the type of stuff that could just blow people away. So when he falls behind, he walks guys. When he falls behind, he's easy to hit because you just got to sit back and wait on the 93-mile-an-hour fastball down to Johnson. And he's going to end up giving that to you. And that's where my concern has been with him. So, again, is the strong points of this rotation there? Yeah. But what about the other guys? What about the bridge to that? What about that middle relief? What about when a starter goes 5, who's going 6, 7? What about those guys? Who's going to step up? Now, we do know this. I saw Ian Hamilton today. He looked fantastic. Yeah. He looked fantastic today. We know he's on his way back.
He's not going to start with the team, but he should be back around the same time.
Mid-month? Yeah, you would think mid-month, maybe?
I think that come April 15th, 16th, he's back. I would say that. The issue with him was that he didn't start his program early enough to be ready for opening day because he was dealing with whatever he was dealing with. He started throwing. He's been throwing. He hasn't had any setbacks. He pitched today. He needs
really good today.
He needs to get ramped up. He can't go on opening day because he's not ramped up properly to do so. When his name is in that list that we just looked at, it changes things a lot because now you're talking about Hamilton, Tim Hill, Weaver, Williams. Like, those are 4 very good freaking names coming out of that bullpen. The issue is what you're saying. It's a very top-heavy bullpen.
Correct.
Who is the bridge? That's the issue. And when people say, okay, but like, is that really the biggest problem? Like, the bridge guys are normally, these names that nobody really cares about, whatever. It's not the biggest problem when you have an offense like, say, the Dodgers or the Phillies or whatever. This Yankees offense, though, remains to be seen, right? We still, like, we can't go off of spring training. We need to see it now in this week. We will start.
Right. Yep.
We need to know what this offense really is about. Because if this is an offense that is like, we will score you enough runs to win a game, but the pitching is going to have to do their part every single day, that means like 4 runs, maybe 3 runs here, 4, maybe 5. Okay, those games are won on the bridge guy. And a lot of people forget that.
That's right. That's right.
People remember the guy who started and pitched well, and people remember the guy who got the last out and the guy who bridged to the last out, but they forget those middle inning guys. Those are the unsung heroes. And when you win games 4-2, 5-3, 6-4, 6-3, those middle guys, those bridge guys, those are really the guys who win you that game because they're the ones that keep the score where it is. And right now we're looking at names that it's like, is he gonna do that? Is he like, okay, Yogo, love Yogo, and I think he will be able to do that. But if he didn't, would it shock us? If Yerry De Los Santos couldn't do it, like if you bring Yerry De Los Santos in a 4-2 game in the 5th inning with an out or 2 outs,
I'm nervous as shit,
and he blows up, like, are you shocked? No, it's not the shit on dude. It's just saying it's a very top heavy bullpen. The bridge names don't excite me. Yeah. So it's weird. It's typical Yankees, bro, because
Yanks.
There's been years when we have amazing bridge guys, but the closing just sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. No, 100%. That's exactly.
We figured out the closer, but
that's literally exactly where it is right now. And Jonathan Loaisiga, we're still waiting on him and whatever it's going to be, May, June, July, who the hell knows with him, if he's even going to come back and pitch this year. You really never know with him, and that's not a knock on him. It's just that you never know. He could be healthy one day, and then a week later, he's not. So it's kind of been the same story with him.
With Lowe, I'm liable to think that there's, like, I'm more inclined, I should say, to think that he is going to be healthy, at least for a chunk of the season, because the Yankees knew his medicals better than anybody.
True.
And they didn't even test the waters. They didn't even let him go out there and, like, they signed him, like, right. It was like, oh no, you're here. You're with us.
Yeah.
So in them doing that so quickly, it kind of gave me the confidence that, okay, they probably saw something and said like, okay, like he's going to be back. Like whatever this is, we know that we're going to get him back and he's going to be whatever, barring some freak situation. So
Yeah.
if he's back,
And-
bro, that could be something.
And that's the difference. And that's the difference between the Yankees rotation and their bullpen. There are a lot of guys coming back from injury. We also have Matzik, who's coming back from an injury, who had the oblique or the I think he had an oblique strain in early spring training, and he's going to miss a little bit of time, but he's a lefty that got good stuff. I mean, he had great postseason numbers recently with the Braves. So he's a guy that's going to be, also on his way back. We talked about a few of those other guys.
Getting his velo back too. So
getting his velo back too. So the arm is healthy. That's the good news. So that's the big difference right there when it comes to the bullpen and the rotation is, there are some guys very, very close to making an impact back into bullpen and to be able to shuffle out some names and things like that if they have to. I really think if Rezelman pitched better too, he would have had a shot to make this team, but his last couple of outings, he looked horrible. Just couldn't throw a strike in.
Yeah.
Again, a guy that throws mid to high 90s has a good slider, but again, mid to high 90s anymore in Major League Baseball is like, whatever. Everybody's doing it. So if you fall behind 2-0, 3-1 all the time, guys are going to hit your 96, 97. It's not like years ago where, damn, you were one of the top guys in the league throwing gas. Now everybody's doing it, so nobody's truly overly impressed. It's like, all right, cool. You better have some movement on that. We see that with Fernando Cruz. Love Fernando Cruz. I love the split. One of the best splits in the game. But that fastball is straight as shit.
That's
straight.
That's another guy who to me is really, really important. He's
big. He's really big.
Because if he's one of those names, like he's a bridge guy. He's a guy who I think about like, okay, sixth inning, like, could we go to you and could you get us 3 outs? You know what I mean? Or possibly in a week where the bullpen is taxed. It's like, all right, my guy, can we go to you and could you get us 3 outs here and maybe another out in the next inning and we go batter to batter? Like, because people, again, we don't talk about this preseason. We always talk about the top of the rotation and the lineup and the closers and the whatever. And these these bottom of the lineup guys or these middle of the bullpen guys, they don't get spoken about. And then you get to August and they're the most important parts of the team. These are the conversations that you kind of have to have if you really want to look at the team in the grand scheme of things. That's what's going to make or break the 2025 Yankees. Like, how do guys like Fernando Cruz fare? How does that work out? Does Loaiza come back? Like that?
Does Weaver have the same type of year? I mean, look, I think that's a fair question. I know everybody, look, I'm high on Weaver too. I like him.
Yeah, me too.
I love the player.
But it's
I love the player. I love the person, but I think it's a fair question. Is he going to be a 2-something ERA guy getting a lockdown in the 8th? Devin Williams in the American League.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a difference? I don't know. I like Devin Williams a lot, man. The changeup is just stupid.
Nuts.
I mean, that changeup it doesn't make sense.
It's special.
And that's why it has a name for itself, the Airbender, because it really is true. It just has like a friggin' life of its own. I mean, it's a stupid pitch.
A name that has birthed, one of the best pieces of merchandise. I gotta say.
Oh, by all means.
I mean, that shirt is amazing.
Hey.
I had it. I wore it. We was down there in Florida, man. I threw the.
Oh, we were there.
Bronx Airbender shirt on. I gotta tell you, man, it feels good to be a part of the team that has the best merch in the game. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I'm just putting that out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's putting it out there, damn it.
Put it out there, man.
He's gonna put it out there. Are we gonna hear a lot of this year?
Start spreading
I hope.
the news.
Or are we gonna hear a lot of this?
The Yankees lose.
We'll tell you on Tuesday.
I don't want to hear that.
We'll tell you on. Oh yeah, we forgot about Jay Cousins too. Jay Cousins also on his way back.
Oh, my cousin.
That's my cousin.
When you start going through the names,
There's a lot of them. That's what I'm saying. I'm not as worried about the bullpen.
Yeah, it's true. It's so many. It's like they have like a whole bullpen coming back into a bullpen. Should they? So again, do they have enough to coast until some of those names start coming back and rejoining the fold? Yes. The bullpen is probably the least of my worries, but I guess, well, we can save that for Tuesday because I'm sure we'll get into stuff like that. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But yeah, man, I do want to plug that show again, guys. Tuesday is going to be really, really a special show. Nights at the Round Table starting at 8 o'clock. We typically always go 2 hours plus on that show. 2 hours or 2 hours plus. And look, man, that's the show where we're going to sit down and tell you guys where we think the Yankees finish. We're going to give our AL East predictions, win-loss records. We're going to do all that stuff on that show. That's what it's all about. Give you our MVPs of the team, our letdowns of the team, our breakthroughs of the team, all that fun stuff, man. And that's really what it's going to be. Special vet, whatever the hell your name is, bro. I really don't give a crap if you think the Yankees are going to be bad. I'm not here to sit here and just say without a game being played that the Yankees are going to suck. I don't know. Maybe that's what you'll get. Maybe you want to tune into a Met show and they'll talk about the Yankees being bad or whatever you want. But I'm not going to sit here without a game being played and say the Yankees are going to be shit when we're literally just said, maybe you missed it. We sat here and said the season could go one or two ways is our belief. We'll talk about that more on Tuesday. Maybe you want to tune into that show.
Tune into that show.
I'm not going to sit here without a game being played. Oh, the Yankees suck. Man, what a show that would be. I'm sure you don't got a channel doing content. I'm pretty sure about that.
Listen, man.
Lord have mercy.
Let us worry about how to do our
Unbelievable.
show. Okay. Let us worry about that. Listen, it is what it is. Tuesday's the show where you'll see.
Oh, he got the boo. Jiro's not fucking around today. Oh, Maron, the poor guy, he didn't even live.
Sometimes you gotta get the Tim.
Adios.
Sometimes you gotta get the Tim. The weather's starting to listen, ladies and gentlemen. The weather is starting to warm up, but that does not mean you can't get the Timberland at the NYYU chat, okay?
Or the chancla. I mean, the chancla can fly any weather.
Stop. All right. Don't play yourself, please.
Yo, Ra cracks me up. He always says, "Where are these Twitter fingers?" That's all he ever says. Where are these Twitter fingers? I love Ra.
I'm telling you, man. These people again. It's interesting that's where we are this season, though. Like you got people that are like really like emotionally invested and like angry.
Bro, the thing is,
when you don't say the team is going to absolutely
it's like, look, we have not seen a single game yet. I'm being honest when I tell you guys I feel it could go one or two ways. I'm being straight up honest with you.
Yep,
but I'm not going to sit here today and say the Yankees are going to be a World Series team or the Yankees are going to be ass. I haven't seen shit yet. We only saw spring training. I don't even know what the roster is yet. We got ideas.
Yeah. And we got news for you. Tuesday.
Give us a little bit of time.
Tuesday, the round table before the season is always a prediction show.
Yeah, I don't even know how many times we've been right on that show, to be honest.
No, to be honest, we've been right about a lot. We've been wrong about a lot.
Of course.
That's the idea of the whole idea of the round table before the season. And I think the biggest entertaining factor of that show is that it is a prediction show. And we make educated predictions as fans who watch every single game, live and die with every pitch, follow the team, research the team, like search every story. That's what we do. And because we do that, we're good at what we do. We make educated predictions. But that's facts. At the end of the day, all they are in that moment is a prediction. That's why I love at the end of the year when we come back and we say, all right, who said they were going to win 95 games? Oh, you were actually right. Who said that this guy was going to have a great season? Remember last year when Francis said that Gleyber Torres was going to have one of the best seasons? I was wrong. Okay, buddy.
Hey, I said the Orioles are going to win the East. I remember that.
Yeah. It was. I think only two of us picked the Yankees to win the division. Yeah. But that's the fun of the show, bro. That's the whole fun of the show is that we know these are predictions. You can't guarantee anything because the game hasn't been played.
Yep, no doubt about it. We got a super chat from our good friend Frank Quotez. Hey. He says, guys, I really think that the Yankees are going to surprise us this 2025, apart from the injuries of several players. Well, the beautiful thing is, like I said before, we are indeed going to find out. That's the great thing. No matter what the words are today, no matter what the words are Tuesday, no matter what the words are during the year, guess what's going to happen? They're going to play 162, and we are very well going to find out where the Yankees finish. And we'll talk about it as the season goes on of where they are and, who was a big player. Will we be screaming our lungs out for Vladdy to join the Yankees? Potentially. You don't know. There's going to be a lot of storylines. There's going to be a lot of storylines that happen this year. And you can kind of see the writing on the wall of some of those already. But, hey, man, Tuesday starts it for us. We'll have that show. It's going to be absolutely great. I can't wait for that. And yeah, so one quick update for you guys also. There will be no All Rise tomorrow. I'm actually moving All Rise to Wednesday morning. So I'm going to do All Rise Wednesday morning, not tomorrow. I did have some things that came up, so I want to make sure I get some other things I need to get done before the season starts. And Wednesday morning, I'll do All Rise. And later that night, we are going to do the vlog. So we're going to watch the NYYU spring training in Tampa vlog.
Together
Show
as
that
a family.
to you guys. Together as a family. I'll set a good time, maybe around 8 o'clock or so. Everybody could be there. And we'll be able to watch that and enjoy and have some laughs before the season begins and we get a little more serious.
Yeah, man. It's time, man. It's
well, that's all I got today.
A wise man once said, "It's time to play the game." Okay, so
damn, I wish I had that drop right now.
Listen,
time to play the game. Matter of fact, fuck this. I'm gonna find it.
He's gonna find it for you.
I'm gonna find it. Just
oh, you're gonna hear it.
We love Mark. Damn it.
He's the GOAT.
We love Mark. Time to. Whoops! What the hell am I doing? Hopefully I don't get another. Hopefully I don't get another Hyundai ad.
Another Hyundai ad, right? Because they watching. Apparently, they trying to get on this show. Listen, man, hit the manager. She's right there in the chat. You want it? You want to get an ad on the show? Hit the manager. Stop playing.
It's time to play the game. Time to play the game.
I love that man so much, man.
It's the laugh for me.
I love that man so damn much. What a friggin' legend he is.
Capital G. Listen, man, that's what I said. Wise man once said it's time to play the game. No more paper, no more talking, no more tweeting, no more posting. Put the cleats on, lace them up, get your jersey on, make sure it's looking nice and shiny and ready to go. Opening day is on Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. It is time.
No doubt.
2025 is upon us, and NYYU is ready, ramped up to give you the best season yet. Okay, we are ready to go. I can't wait. I can't believe the season is here, bro. I really can't. Like, I can't. So I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Make sure y'all tuned in. All right.
Tune in, damn it.
You do not want to miss a beat this season, bro. 2025 is it.
Yeah.
This is our year. This is the year. It doesn't matter whether the Yankees win or lose. The U always wins, and y'all already know that. I don't even got to tell you. So you need to be here. You need to follow the IG first of all.
Definitely.
That's where you are.
Link is in the chat.
Updated. That's where you're going to see the most updated stuff. You're going to see the pictures. You're going to see the videos. You're going to see everything. That is where it's at. So if you're not following there, you need to get with it or get lost, baby, because that's where the movement is at right now, okay? You already know. And like and subscribe. If you haven't liked this video and you've been in here for the time.
They liked it.
You better smack the like, okay? Because we're not doing that in 2025. We're leaving that back in 2024. No more watching and not liking, okay? Hit the like. Stop playing with us and keep it locked and stay tuned because the next episode will in fact be the first one of the 2025 season, but also the best episode, man. Stop playing with us.
I tell you what, we will never come whack on a designated Spittaz track. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, we are out of here. Your favorite podcast, by the way. Your favorite podcast is indeed out. Peace out, guys. Until next time.
Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. Bought a new crib, that's a goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I been up next. Can't take calls, but I send that text. From way downtown, but the shit's still wet.